From your screens to the televisions, screens of your smartphones and the televisions in your living room, the stories continue to break the internet. Emotions are flaring up on some stories, while history is also being made on the sports field. Tonight, we talk about the Netflix film title that has triggered a backlash so intense that its makers have pulled the plug on promotions just within hours, choosing caution over confrontation. There's an FIR that has been filed by the Yogi government against Manoj Bajpayee's star Ghuskor Pandit. Also, there's news coming in as India's ride-hailing apps are bracing for a 6-hour nationwide strike. Uber, Ola, Rapido drivers planning a coordinated nationwide logout tomorrow. We also get you voices from ground to get a sense of what's really behind this strike. And also on the show this evening, we get you the biggest cricketing story. The biggest headline is our 14-year-old cricketing prodigy, that is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He's rewriting the record books and how he smashes a historic 175 of 80 balls, powering India to a never-seen-before total in an Under-19 World Cup finals. High stakes, high impact and stories everyone's talking about. We have this and a lot more packed in this edition. I'm Rakshita Mishra, and let's get started with trending tonight. It's a storm that has been brewing since yesterday over the title, and within a few hours, a decisive retreat is witnessed. Netflix film Ghuskor Pandit finds itself at the center of a growing backlash, with objections raised over the alleged defamatory tone of its title. Now, director Neeraj Pandey, the writer, has responded swiftly, acknowledging public hurt and pulling down all promotional material of the film from Netflix. And in an emotional public note, Pandey stresses the film is fictional and the term Pandit merely is a colloquial name for a character, not a comment on any caste, religion or community. But with sentiments running high, viewers, the makers chose caution over confrontation, saying the film deserves to be judged only in its full context, not through fragments. But there has been a raging debate online since yesterday. The controversy has now intensified. Meanwhile, Manoj Bajpayee also steeped in, not being defensive but being reflective. He backed Neeraj. Of course, Bajpayee says that he has taken people's emotions and concerns seriously, and he admits that moments like these demand pause and listening. Bajpayee clarifies his role is that of a deeply flawed individual, not a symbolic representation of any group. Calling Pandey a filmmaker who works with care and seriousness, Bajpayee also supports the decision to take down promotions. And meanwhile, viewers, there has been a political storm. There are multiple reactions that have come in, including from BSP Supremo, former Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Mayawati, who also called on the government to take action. And the UP government has also taken action over it. In fact, we have multiple voices that have come in. Controversy is picking up steam as Yogi Adityanath, Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, ordered the registration of an FIR against the director and the members of the film's team, citing concerns over public sentiment and social harmony. And we just showed you BSP Chief Mayawati's tweet, the post on X, condemning the film, alleging that it insults the Brahmin community by portraying Brahmins as bribe takers, something she says has triggered widespread anger. So with legal action and political voices intensifying, the film remains firmly at the center of a widening storm. And we have Amitosh Parikh, spokesperson of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, joining us on the broadcast. Thank you so much, Mr. Parikh. And I want to ask two questions. So first of all, are you satisfied with what Neeraj Pandey has said, that it is about a character, it is just a colloquial term, it does not intend to target a community? And also, do you feel that there should be more sensitivity to the communities, to all communities, not being just careful with a particular community?
Thank you so much for inviting me to speak my expressions. First thing is that what is intention? And what is the limitation of freedom of speech and expression? We should have some benchmark for that. Like the Bollywood cannot curtail, or the Bollywood cannot have an absolute freedom of expression when it comes to Hindu, when it comes to Saffron, when it comes to Hindutva, when it comes to Brahmin. Like many of the examples in the past has come forward where the freedom of speech and expression under the name of constitution has been curtailed vehemently. In 60s and 70s, this freedom of speech and expression has provided a very soft ideology of Islamism, and in 2000 they have come forward with a vehemently Islamophobia. But I'll give you an example, Rachita. I give you two or three examples. Dushman movie, Gokul Pandit has been shown as rapist, a Brahmin. Matrabhumi, Pandit Jagannath has been shown as a communal violencer and the cruel person. Oh my God, in PK, the Brahmin has been shown as corrupt. In Annapurna, Brahmin girl has been shown and depicted as a meat maker and eater. In Leela, Hindu Rash has been depicted as an communal angle. A suitable boy movie came where Hindu and Muslim has been shown in an objectionable scene using Hindu temples as a picture. Now coming forward, what Brahmin has given? I ask a question from all these pseudo-secular directors. I ask a question from all these pseudo-secular liberals. I ask a question from all these who beat their chests under the name of freedom of speech and expression, whether they come forward and make a movie or directed a movie on Chitpavan Brahmin genocide, where the Brahmin has vehemently been slaughtered on 5th of 2nd, 1948, 1,500 houses have been taught the Brahmins, whether they come and make a movie on Sartanch Juda, whether they'll come and make a movie on Changur, whether they'll come and make a movie of anything which is so much radical, whether they will not come and say Kashmir Files has been propaganda. They have said Kerala Story propaganda. They said Bengal Files propaganda. Now I ask a question that why lipstick under burqa has been banned. I ask a question why firak has been banned. I ask a question why anything which speaks of other religions has been banned and said sorry. Because Hindu has been considered very soft target. You can't make a movie, target a society and say, okay, sorry, we were not aware of any sentiments. Now what Brahmin has given, Rachita? The Brahmin has given something to this nation. The Brahmin has given soul to this nation. The Brahmin has given scientists to this nation. The Brahmin has given surgery to this nation. Aryabhatta has given zero. Charga has given a medicine. Surupta has given a medicine. We have given a lot of things. C.V. Raman, Arvind Bhattacharya, Aryabhatta, Rabindranath Tagore, we have given a lot to this nation. Now, the Brahmin has been depicted to the certain sect. And the bracket, Rachita. And what is the bracket? Ghooskor Munim. What is the bracket? Havas ke Pujari. What is the bracket? Ghooskor Pandit. And have you remember Ram Teri Ganga Meli? A Brahmin has been shown molesting a woman and saying Om Namah Shivaya. What a tragedy. The Brahmin has been shown in toilet Prem Katha. The Brahmin has been shown in many pictures like a villain. Yes. You being a villain, Veera Tilak. Hero will always do a namaz. I think this is not a secularism. This is a targeted this intention towards a sanctity, towards a section of the society which should be curtailed, which should be avoided.
Well, rightly put out there. Thank you so much, Mithoj, for joining us on Republic and voicing the sentiment. Thank you so much for your reaction on trending tonight. Thanks. We were shifting focus to the other trending story that we're tracking for you. On the Friday, this Friday, tomorrow, in fact, 7th of February, that is, in fact, I beg your pardon, on Saturday, India's ride-hailing apps may suddenly feel just silent. Drivers linked to Uber, Ola, Rapido, they're all planning a 6-hour nationwide logout, calling it the All India Breakdown. A coordinated protest that could disrupt commutes from metros to Tier 2 cities. The strike is being led by the Telangana Gig and Platform Workers Union, along with national labour bodies, urging drivers to switch off their apps at the same time to send a message loud enough for both companies and the government to hear. This isn't just a strike, they say it's a pressure point in India's fast-growing gig economy. At the heart of the protest now, ladies and gentlemen, lies this very simple demand: regulation, not algorithms. In a letter to Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, the union flagged that what it calls long pending and unresolved issues affecting app-based transport workers nationwide. According to the union, companies decide fares unilaterally, often slashing prices to stay competitive, leaving the drivers to shoulder the losses. The drivers are demanding two key changes here. First, the immediate notification of minimum base fares for all app-based transport services like autos, cabs, bike taxis, aggregators in line with the Motor Vehicle Aggregator Guidelines 2025. Second, they demand a strict ban on private non-commercial vehicles being used for commercial passenger and goods transport of all their compulsory conversion into commercial vehicles. For the drivers, this is not about bonuses or surge pricing. It's about survival, stability and a fair deal in the economy. And in fact, we are being joined by Mr. Sheikh Salahuddin, who's the founder and president of Telangana Gig and Platform Workers, who have been in fact leading this protest. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. And sir, if you could just simplify the problems as far as the compliance is concerned with the Act, and what is the if you just can clearly put out the demands.
See here, very sweet and short demands, only two demands from the Ministry of Transport Department. The Motor Vehicle Aggregator Guidelines 2025, as mentioned, the private vehicles, non-commercial vehicle also used from the commercial purpose. This is the big problem, and facts will be, this is the why, because the commercial vehicle has paying the, lot of revenue from the state governments and central governments, because we are the paying of tax. Okay, like vehicle fitness and vehicle permit and insurance also very high. Okay, this is the big challenge. And non-commercial vehicle is not paying to any tax and everything. He has attached and Ola, Uber, Rapido and Move. This is not healthy. Okay, government side also, not customer side also, because not safety and security from the customer side. One. Second, our is very fair. The demand and search. Platform companies are using, the 2x, 3x from the customer charges. Okay, without demand, less than 50% from the platform platform companies. Without demand time, that is, the low prices will from the drivers. That is also very big challenge. Okay, that's why we are trying to government unify fare. You can fix not less than, not more than. You can prepay the prepaid taxis, like all the airport authorities, you can see the prepaid taxis fares will be fixed. Why not in Ola, Uber, Rapido platform companies should fix the fare from the government? This is two demands from the, notice to the government of India from Ministry Transport. I will write the letter also, Telangana Gig and Platform Workers Union from the Ministry.
Yep. All right. Right, Mr. Salahuddin, many thanks for joining us on Republic TV and voicing your concerns and the demands regarding the strike that is called for tomorrow. Shifting focus now to other stories, viewers. This is time for the hot trends. These are the stories that are breaking the internet and the social media today. Actor Rajpal Yadav was sent to Tihar jail this Thursday evening after Delhi High Court refused to grant him any relief in long-running check bounce cases, drawing a firm line on compliance over celebrity status. In fact, Yadav surrendered before jail authorities around 4 p.m. following the court's rejection of his plea seeking more time to repay the outstanding amount. The case traces back to 2019 when a Sessions Court convicted the actor under check bounce provisions. Despite multiple opportunities, the court noted continued non-compliance, prompting the directive for his immediate surrender. A routine commute turned into a moment of sheer intimidation, and it's now fueling outrage across Bengaluru. A viral video from Madhavara Junction shows a biker blocking a car, threatening its occupants and damaging the vehicle in broad daylight. Incident reportedly occurred as the passengers were travelling from Nelamangala to Manyata Tech Park. That's a route used by thousands of people daily. And what began as a minor dispute escalated rapidly. In the footage, the biker is seen smashing the car's rear view mirror, hurling obscene abuses and kicking the vehicle, all while the occupants remain trapped inside, visibly helpless. And the road rage is not just about traffic anymore, it's about the temper, the entitlement, the safety on India's streets. Margot Robbie did not just serve a look, she served literally lore. At the London premiere of Wuthering Heights, the actor honoured Emily Blunt with a mourning bracelet inspired by Victorian-era hair jewellery. Replica linked to a piece once owned by Charlotte, made with Emily and Anna's hair, turned a fashion moment into a haunting homage. Now, Kristen Stewart is done pretending everything's fine. The actor says Trump's second term has made the US feel so restrictive that she cannot work freely anymore. Calling the moment destabilizing, Kristen admits she's seriously considering leaving the United States, not as a protest, but for survival as an artist. The thriller's out, but the secret stays sealed. We're talking about Vadh 2, that's hitting theatres. Sanjay Mishra and Neena Gupta are urging fans to sip it. No twists, no climax leaks, just suspense, silence and respect for the experience. One viral video and an identity years in the making come undone. Punjabi singer Talvinder, known for hiding behind a mask, says seeing his unmasked face everywhere online has left him shaken. He mentioned that his world turned upside down looking at the pictures, while he also slammed people who monetized the clip for clicks and cash. For Talvinder, the mask wasn't mystery, it was freedom. Global star, global cover, and a solo moment. Prabhas has landed on the back cover of Anand magazine issue 2483, becoming the first Indian actor to feature alone. Earlier, RRR stars Ram Charan and Junior NTR shared the spotlight, but this time it's all Prabhas. One cover and one name, one picture. Pizza Hut is shrinking its footprint fast. The chain plans to shut 250 US outlets as parent company Yum Brands weighs selling the brand. While the US struggles with falling sales in dated stores, international markets are keeping the oven warm, especially Asia and China. Classic brand facing a very modern reset. Now, cricket got a fun twist ahead of the big stage in a light-hearted moment at the Captain's Carnival. Team India's T20 skipper Suryakumar Yadav left everyone smiling as he hilariously mimicked Jasprit Bumrah's trademark bowling action. With the ICC Men's T20 World Cup looming, the playful exchange showed the relaxed mood. Now, this is a viral video of a sled dog who, in the Arctic Circle, shows some mischievousness. It's a mischievous husky sled dog casually stealing a $700 360-degree camera from a journalist. It has hit record, and he ran off like it was a chew toy. And the best part is, the good boy filmed the entire escape before hiding the camera under a sled. Camera survived, ego bruised, but the internet was delighted. And Suryavanshi is back in news. 14-year-old prodigy Vaibhav Suryavanshi produced a jaw-dropping knock today at the Under-19 World Cup 2026 final, smashing 175 of just 80 balls to power India to a record-breaking 411 for 9 against England in Harare. It's now the highest total ever in an Under-19 World Cup knockout, and Suryavanshi's innings is officially the highest individual score in any ICC limited overs final by an Indian across age groups and genders. The teenager also stormed to the fastest century in an Under-19 World Cup final, reaching 3 figures in just 55 balls before accelerating brutally to 150 and beyond. It's a final, a record total, and a 14-year-old announcing himself once again to the cricketing world. And ladies and gentlemen, as we come to a close, he is presenting a glimpse into what lies ahead of us. For India prepares to take center stage in a global maritime leadership. All eyes are now on Visakhapatnam, where the 9th ION's conclave of chiefs will bring together naval leaders from across the Indian Ocean region, from strengthening dialogue to deepening cooperation and ensuring collective maritime security. IONS 2026 marks a defining moment, with India set to assume the chairmanship from Thailand for the year 2026 to 2028 term. Thanks for watching. Take a look.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar. आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.